let's get down to business. One more night to get through. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Mama, please don't worry about it. All about where my heart's beating. Friends keep telling me to leave. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. One more night to get through. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. One more night to get through. We've had a million nights just like
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the 2023-24 South Australian Baseball League Caps Medal presentations. My name is John Casey. It's my pleasure and privilege to be your MC here tonight as we celebrate what has been another terrific year for baseball in South Australia. In the spirit of reconciliation, Baseball SA acknowledges that we are meeting on the traditional country of the Kaurna people of the Adelaide Plains and pay respect to elders past and present. We recognise and respect their cultural heritage, beliefs and relationship with the land. We acknowledge that they are of continuing importance to the Kaurna people living today. We also extend that respect to other Aboriginal language groups and other First Nations. Ladies and gentlemen, we're amongst baseball royalty here tonight. We'd also like to acknowledge the past Caps medalists, women's medalists and life members that are joining us here this evening, including David Hutton, Georgia Davis, Rod and Jill Chandler, John Galloway, Rob Laidlaw, Ian Revell, Wilson Lee, Ryan Simonson, Billy Damon, Jess Maslin, Les Barron, Bob Nieswander and Mark Bourne. Welcome to you all. We also have apologies from David Mundy, Wally Marks, Brian Capred, David McLeod and Mark Brown. Now, life members and previous medalists are important to the baseball community. They have a wealth of experience and ensure we don't forget where this all came from. They are like role models for many people, showing us what's possible and inspiring us to do our best. So it's essential to recognise and appreciate them for all that they do to help our community thrive. Now, before we start tonight, I would ask that if you feel the need to light up, if you can just make your way to the designated space outside to do that. You will also see the bathrooms out the hall and down to your left as well. We also ask that you refrain from talking during the presentations. There'll be plenty of time to catch up when we take breaks, but we have a lot to get through and we'd like to do it in a timely manner. And you'll also notice a great collection of silent auction items over to my right. That would be our State Women's fundraiser. So please make sure to head over and check it out to support our women who will be going away in a couple of weeks' time. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite James Rawson, General Manager of Baseball SA, to say a few words. Please make him welcome.
Hello everybody, how are we doing? Fantastic, I got some response. I did that last week at the Junior Prezos, and it was a little quiet, I think a little intimidated, but get some response out of you guys, it's fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow baseball fans, I want to welcome you again to this year's version of the Caps Awards. First off, I'd like to thank the Caps family, who made this event a part of our history, our present, and our future. And we have a very exciting event here tonight in store, where we're going to be honoring the accomplishments of our best here in SA. As we gather here today, I'd like to reflect upon the remarkable journey that baseball South Australia has embarked upon over the past year. It has truly been a year filled with triumphs, achievements, and unwavering dedication to our players, coaches, umpires, scorers, volunteers, and supporters. Let us begin by celebrating the 100th anniversary of the East Torrens Baseball Club, an invaluable part of our local landscape that has played an important role in shaping the history and legacy of baseball in our state. The milestone serves as a poignant reminder of the enduring camaraderie and tradition that unite us all as members of the baseball family. This year also marks a significant milestone with the introduction of the Galway Rangers Baseball Club into the Citadel IT State League Division 1 competition. The tireless effort and dedication of the Galway community has been truly commendable as they have worked so hard to elevate the facilities to some of the best really around. If you haven't been there, they're doing some great work up there with a lot of stuff to come. And really their presence within, just really strengthening the presence within our community here in SA. Their passion and commitment exemplify the spirit of our sport, inspiring us all to do more at our own clubs to improve our game. It is with great pride that I announce the recognition of two remarkable individuals. Peter Dixon was awarded the Order of Australia Medal for his outstanding contributions to the league and his dedicated service to the Glenelg Baseball Club. Additionally, Daryl Sinhosking received the Order of Australia Medal as well for his efforts and commitment to the Mount Gambier baseball community. Their passion, dedication, and leadership have left an indelible mark on our sport, and we are immensely grateful for their contributions. Let's also celebrate the outstanding achievements of our junior baseball players this year. The commitment, passion, and talent have shown brightly on the diamond, exemplified by the remarkable performances of our teams in national competitions. And I'm thrilled by this fantastic second place finish by our junior girls in the 2023 Barclays Cup, a testament to their skill, teamwork, and determination. And a lot of those girls on that team, keep an eye out for them. They're going to be competing in the next few weeks here at the Australian Youth Women's Championships, and I've seen some of the practices and they're doing some great work. So I really keep an eye on what's happening on social media. If you can follow them on with Baseball Australia, you can see some great baseball here in the coming weeks. Furthermore, our under-18 boys proudly brought home the bronze medal at the Australian Youth Championships in January. This, combined with a great team, just kind of team bond with the under-16s program, showed the depth of talent and potential within our youth programs. And you're also seeing some amazing athletes getting signed to some really great deals here with Minor League Baseball in the United States. So it's great stuff going on with our programs with our youth. I'm also thrilled to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Giants on the remarkable achievement of securing back-to-back championships in front of sellout crowds at West Beach. Their approach to baseball and relentless pursuit of excellence have set a shining example for all aspiring baseball players. The atmosphere at West Beach was electrifying, and the Giants' triumph was an immensely proud moment for baseball fans here in Adelaide. Let us applaud their outstanding accomplishment and celebrate their success as true champions of the game. Senior baseball had some amazing moments this year. The number of women's teams is growing and the men's game is as strong as ever. And back in October, and it seems like it was years ago, and Molly probably feels like it was like last week, we were the hosts of the Australian Masters Games. And where all of a sudden, baseball has now become one of the top 5 sports in those games, and having as many teams as we do. So we're becoming a force that people look to us when they look at those games. And all of this culminates this weekend with the grand finals. The stage is set for thrilling matchups with Henley and Grace facing off against Sturt in the Citadel IT State League Division 1 final, and Southern Districts battling Sturt in the Belgravia Sports Apparel Women's League Division 1 final. I have no doubt that these games will showcase the passion, skill, and sportsmanship that define baseball in South Australia. And let us not forget our sponsors whose generous support has played a vital role in our success this year. I extend my deepest thanks to Citadel IT, Belgravia Sports Apparel, CMI Toyota, Fresh and Delicious, the West Beach Patisserie and Eatery, Hilltop Office and Hospitality Supplies, Banner Crew, and Catapult Wealth for their unwavering commitment to the growth and development of baseball in South Australia. In closing, let us cherish the memories, celebrate the achievements, and embrace the spirit of unity and camaraderie that defines our baseball community. Together we have made this year one to remember, and I am confident the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Thanks very much, James. Unfortunately, Dr. Roger Katz is unable to attend tonight, and in his absence, we have his son, James Katz, joining us once again to present the award. I'd like to invite James to the stage now to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, please make him welcome, James Katz. James, welcome to you.
Thank you.
This is such a famous name attached to the award. Tell us, I think your grandfather Charles might have been the instigator.
Yeah, the name came from Grandpa, Charles James Katz, or Jim. He came over from England, age 17, and he was working for, was the secretary for the Adelaide Baseball League in the 1930s, and came up with the idea to have a medal for the best player in the South Australian A grade, and so he was asked to design and present the medal.
Smart man. Tell us, to this day, it's something that's very important to the Katz family, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very important to us. Obviously to Jim in the first place, and to Dad, Roger, who has been presenting it since I think 81, when he took over from Jim. He's done it for most years, Yeah, so he would have been here tonight, but he's recovering from some surgery. And he's been gradually getting ready to pass the baton, I think, to the next generation of capsters. So, it's very important for the family. And we think it's a great honour to have our name attached to the award.
And hopefully Roger might be able to join us next year as well. But your family at the moment currently involved in the sport?
Yeah, my niece and nephew are starting to play, so they had their first season with the Angels and they loved it.
Fantastic. Well, it's glad that the league continues on. You're here with your lovely wife Jane, and if anyone wants to know a little bit more history about the Caps family, I'm sure you can catch up with James. He'd be happy to chat to you. But ladies and gentlemen, it is a special award, the Caps family, a famous name associated. Will you please put your hands together and thank James and his family. Well, without further ado, let's jump into some awards. We now invite Baseball SA's officiating officer Neil Poulton to help present the awards for the most improved umpire. Neil makes his way to the stage. Please make him welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Neil Poulton.
Thank you, and welcome to everybody. We'll keep this fairly quick because everyone loves hearing about umpire awards. The Fred Halligan Most Improved Umpire Award's been around for a number of years, certainly named after a well-known umpire in South Australia, in Fred, who passed away a number of years ago. Those that remember him on the field will certainly remember his sense of humour and sometimes outlandish behaviour. What was important to him, though, was the development of umpires, and certainly working with junior umpires as well. Tonight's winner of the Most Improved is someone who's shown up to every training session, puts their hand up for almost every grade, has umpired at Division 2, Division 1 senior level, and has certainly made leaps and bounds. Now I'm going to give away the winner now. She will know who it is immediately. The winner tonight, and while she comes up, is Neve McInerney. Congratulations, Neve. Neve is one of only two female umpires, or lead umpires that we have. Certainly it's a testament to her resilience to show up week after week for trainings with a bunch of old grumpy men, so she's done a great job. Neve, congratulations.
Terrific award and well deserved. Congratulations. I'd now like to invite Paul Beck to the stage to present the Paul Beck Award for Most Outstanding Umpire. This award goes to an umpire who has displayed outstanding efforts in the area of umpiring. This year's winner has shown immense dedication on and off the field, as all the officials do. They do a thankless task, and it's pleased that we can reward them here tonight and acknowledge them with the Paul Beck Award for the Most Outstanding Umpire.
Thank you, John. I haven't done this for a long while because I haven't been around very much, but I've gone back to umpiring too, and I was a bit worried about my eyesight, but I can tell the heavy range guy down there that he was struck out first batter in the first innings last week. And then I checked my eyesight again tonight, and I saw Tamara. Tamara. Anyway, nice dress, by the way, nice dress. But Dwight Nielsen in straight away and they come up. Okay, the winner of the award is an umpire that started when he was 13. Or 12, it might have been 12. Anyway, he's juggled his years around. But in the next 38 years, he represented Australia in 2 Olympic Games, and the ABL Asian Series, along with 27 years with the ABL, the IBLA and the Claxton Shield. The winner of this year is Neil Polk. Now, while Neil's walking up here, I thought I'd like to say a few words about Neil. Australia 3 times. I only got it once and I had to give it away. Neil, in 1994, graduated at the Jim Evans Academy of Professional Umpiring in America, and that's hard to do. Neil is a 9 times Umpire of the Year award in South Australia, and he was the Baseball Australia Official of the Year in 2006. Neil has now retired from the ABL, but still an active umpire. At state level, Neil's focus is to develop the next generation of national and international umpires. He's looking for new range players like you, and honestly, that's what we should do. You people that don't want to umpire should think about it. It's the best thing out. I did it for a while. Congratulations.
Haven't been up here enough already. Thanks, Paul. He was a lot kinder than I expected. All I'll say is thank you to everybody out on the field today. I've had a really fun season. I think I umpired almost half of my games in Division 1 on my own, and that probably made it fun because it meant I had to talk to everybody else because I had no one else to talk to, and it made it an enjoyable season. So best of luck to the teams in the grand final this year, and I'll certainly see you guys out in the field. Thank you.
Fantastic and well deserved. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to say this is my first ever Caps medal, and I think it's fantastic that the umpires are recognised first, because without them you haven't got a game. And they do an outstanding job, a thankless task, and they always cop a lot of criticism, but terrific to be able to reward them and acknowledge them here tonight. And speaking of people who deserve to be acknowledged, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to recognise the heartbeat of Baseball SA, the volunteers. From score recording to administration, umpiring to working in the bar, cooking the sausages, every role is vital in keeping the competition alive. The volunteers meticulously record every run, manage registrations, uphold fair play on the field and maintain the facilities. Without their dedication, passion and hard work, Baseball SA would not be the vibrant community it is today. I'll now invite Baseball SA President, Mr. Tony Capp, to the stage to help present the Volunteer of the Year Award.
Thanks, John. I'm very proud to award this year. It's an award where, as John said, volunteers are hard to find. And if I had to ask every club every year what one of their number one concerns or one of their number one problems was finding volunteers. And I take my hat off to everyone in this room and everyone outside this room in Baseball SA, because you're all volunteers in some way, shape or form, and it takes a lot of effort and energy and to put your hand up, and I just really admire every club for all the volunteers that sit on committees and canteens and scorers and everything in between. It's something that I think is hard, easy to say, hard to do, and those that put their hand up and do it, I take my hat off to you all. So it gives me great pleasure. This year's winner has displayed dedication and commitment, not just at a club level, but to Baseball SA as a whole. And I can honestly say personally, I really admire what this person has done. Not only does our Volunteer of the Year award, the Volunteer of the Year excel in administrative duties, but they also go above and beyond to support our scorers and coaches. From organising training sessions and awards to providing guidance on scoring techniques and statistics, They ensure that our scorers are equipped with the necessary skills to excel in their roles. This person's contributions extend beyond the local level as they serve as a scorer for various divisions, including Golden Grove Division 1 and Women's Division 3, Adelaide Giants, and even helping out with the recent Adelaide Masters Games, Australian Masters Games, I should say. Their meticulous attention to detail and dedication to accuracy make them an indispensable asset to our organisation. Furthermore, our Volunteer of the Year has played a crucial role in the implementation and management of Game Changer, ensuring smooth operations and accurate record keeping during games, especially with the challenge of learning the new program. In recognition of their outstanding contributions and unwavering dedication, it is my privilege to announce that this year's Volunteer of the Year is none other than Mr. Michael Phillips. Please join me in congratulating Michael.
Any way you want.
Hello. I feel a little bit like I'm a contestant on Thank God You're Here. Been thrown on the stage with no script. Obviously, it's an honour to receive this award, but there are many volunteers out there. I'm sure every club survives on baseball itself survives on volunteers. Not sure why they all do it. I do it because, well, one, I love scoring, but more than that, I like to feel like I make a contribution and I get self-pride out of everything I do. And I'm sure that's what other volunteers will too. So I accept this award graciously. I thank all the other volunteers in the league and thank God they're here too. Thank you.
Congratulations, Michael. Got a quick snap over there. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have the pleasure of presenting the Ostrom Shield, which Tony will 1, 2 and 3. Tonight's winner only lost 12 games across their Div 1 to 3 all season, an incredible record. Will you please join us in congratulating the Henley and Grange Baseball Club and Don Hodges for accepting the award.
It's a great achievement for the Henley and Grange Baseball Club to be the senior club of the year 3 years in a row. I'd like to congratulate Division 1, 2 and 3 teams for what was another tremendous season. And hopefully this weekend our Division 1 and 2 teams can cap off a great year by bringing home a couple of premierships. You truly deserve it. I'd like to thank Adam Nix, who runs our senior operations. I've got to thank him for 2 reasons. Firstly, I forgot to thank him last year, he still hasn't forgiven me. And but most of all, he does a great job putting 3 teams on the field every week. It's not easy navigating through the bylaws and the permit processes and all that sort of stuff these days. But he ran pre-season, he did all the conditioning up till when we got here, just before the first game. As well as that, he coaches our Division 2 team, and he's still a great player himself, so thanks, Missy. I'd like to thank Willie Lee. He's not here tonight because he's watching. And he's proved to everyone that he's not only one of the best players in the league, he's also the best coach in the league. He's taken our club to the next level and he's truly respected by everyone at Henley and Grange Baseball Club. To all our coaches, it's been an 8-month journey to get us to this weekend. In particular, Marty Kuzner, Ben Merton, Adam Rowe, Steve Partington and David Forbes. Thank you.
Just a phenomenal effort when you consider just 12 games across Div 1 to 3 all season being lost. To credit to the Henley and Grange Baseball Club, setting the bar for all of us to aspire to. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to invite Molly over to highlight some of our heroes from the Baseball SA community rounds this season. And as she joins us, please put your hands together for Molly Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Official title says Membership Events and Marketing Manager. She's done a tremendous job, Molly.
I've done a good job, but my slide has gone missing, so I don't think I did that good a job. But anyway, thank you all for getting behind our community rounds this season. It's a great way of bringing the community together for a couple of great causes. I know we had a lot of great themed rounds throughout the year I know that Port Adelaide did their Indigenous round, Henley and Grange did a great job with their Heritage round. And yeah, it would be good to see some more next year, and I'm happy to talk to people about different ideas that we can float at a state level, but also at your clubs. Always happy to help. I have a couple of certificates to present tonight. The first round we had this season was the Breakthrough Mental Health round. I'd like to give a big shout out to Jade at Breakthrough, who helped me pull it all together. We had a little bit of trouble around Christmas time, hence it got kind of rushed in January, but we got there. So overall we raised $1,987 for important mental health research. Because we raised this much, we will be having mental health first aid training to go alongside our round next season. Jade will send out some more details about that closer, but it also will coincide with Mental Health Wellness Month. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome up a representative from the Woodville Baseball Club for raising over $375 for Breakthrough. Alright, our second round we hosted was the Australian Red Cross Lifeblood round. I want to thank Natalie at Lifeblood for her support in getting this off the ground. It's uncharted territory for both of us, so it was a really fun experience to pull it all together. I want to give a big shout out to Liv for bringing this amazing cause to me. I've learned so much, not just about lifeblood in general, but plasma as well and how important it is. I want to give a big shout out to Southern Districts who just fell short of raising the most, but of course the club that was at the heart of this won this one and took it out, saving 18 lives with their donations. So I'd like to invite Liv, if she's here from Golden Grove, to come accept this.
Thank you so much for the award. I really would like to say thank you so much to Baseball SA for taking the opportunity to raise important awareness of lifeblood and the amazing work that they do for recipients such as myself for plasma. Thank you to Golden Grove Central Districts Baseball Club for getting behind me on the weekend. And to everyone that also got behind the cause, I really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight to celebrate, but it is an occasion that is tinged with sadness. We would now like to acknowledge those in the baseball community who have sadly passed away over the last year. The work they did for their clubs and the baseball community will always be appreciated in our heart at Baseball. And our sincere condolences to all those families who've lost loved ones this year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we've had some outstanding player milestones during the season, and we'd like to acknowledge those now. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. How about some fantastic milestones there? Congratulations to everyone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're underway. We're going to take a short break. We'll return shortly with the Div 2 and 3 women's medals and the men's Div 2 to 8 medals very shortly. Please, while we take this break, make sure to check out the women's and support our women. Put a bid in over there on some of the items and we'll be back shortly. Thank you.
So wake me up.
club with 13 votes. So congratulations to Glenn Castellano. And the men's Div 2 Ron Sharp medal. Tied in 7th position with 10 votes from Glenelg, Troy Harrison, from Henley and Grange, Jordan Hodges, and from Henley and Grange, Luke Travascus. In 5th position, a tie, Henley and Grange, Boston Hodges, and with Woodville, Joseph Pax, both with 11 votes. In 4th position with 12 votes from West Torrens, Ryan Broom, with 13 votes, and tied as runner-up, West Torrens, Cooper Marsh, and Adelaide's Peter Nangle. And the winner of the Men's Division 2 Ron Sharp medal, with 21 votes from Sturt, Austin Parkinson. Terrific effort from Austin Parkinson from Sturt, winning by 8 votes from his nearest rival. It was a packed field chasing him, but clearly Austin Parkinson from Sturt, a clear winner of the Ron Sharp Men's Division 2 medal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to all our award winners so far. We'll take a short break, allow you to stretch your legs and perhaps grab another drink. Don't forget there's still some time for the silent auction over there as well, and we'll be back to a little more of our awards in just a moment. Thank you. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. If I can have your attention once more. Just before we continue proceedings here, ladies and gentlemen, I should point out that the silent option over to my right is going strongly, but there are still many good prizes, and we haven't had a bid as yet on a $1,000 prize, which is beauty treatments, $1,000 worth. So I'd certainly, $1,000 probably isn't going to help me enough, but I'm sure there are some people here who could get a good investment. It's $1,000 worth. I'd go and put a bid in it. Have some of the husbands and partners putting it over there, and they put a bid in and get themselves into good books. So just a suggestion, the silent option continues, and there is a prize of over $1,000 that is available there if you'd like to go and make a bid. But ladies and gentlemen, as we move on, I'd now like to invite High Performance Manager Austin Gallagher to the stage to make the next presentations. Put your hands together, please, and make him welcome. Austin Gallagher.
Thanks, guys. This past year in high performance, we saw a lot of great achievements, starting from last year's AYCs, with our women's team coming with the bronze medal. It was such a great group, and from the Australian squad, which we were very proud of. Going into the off-season, Going into the off-season, we saw the introduction of a state pathways program and a women's state pathways program for the first time. Through these programs, we had started all the way up through June and worked all the way through the initial part of the season. And from this, we had great success as we went away through the Australian Youth Championships and coming away with the under-18s with a silver medal and a 5th place with the 16 squad. We had multiple professional signings, we had multiple college signings, and just overall, the rate at which these kids are performing in and the commitment in which they're going, we just see a lot of great futures that are coming up through the program, and very excited to see where baseball is going to be at this stage. Now to some presentations. First presentation that I'm going to start off with is one of our coaching awards. This is the Ron Harvey Kobayashi Award. And it's going to go to somebody that, while we were going through the process and I first started taking over this job, was very much in support of the program of pushing high performance, but also developing the next tier of players coming up through our state programs. This guy was with me basically every step of the way, and he was identified by Baseball Australia as a coach at the AIS in Canberra to help at our under-16 state team, go away as the Australian representative from there. And then he led our under-18 squad to a silver medal this past year at our AYCs. And working with this group over the past 3 years has just been nothing but great from their development. And from us, we had 4 guys that were on the Australian National Junior Squad last year. And for our 18 squad, we came away with 9 representatives to represent Australia, and he's had his fingerprints all over that. So I'd like to welcome up Chris Sims. All right, now to our High Performance Awards. Female High Performance Award is going to go to one of our members that was part of our bronze medal team last year at the AWCs last year in Melbourne, and she's been a part of our state teams for the past couple of years, and she was also a member of our inaugural Women's State Pathways program and is one of our key leaders this up-and-coming tournament that we have in the next 2 weeks. and she's been really a staple at her club, and is going to be playing the grand final this Sunday. So I'd like to welcome up, and it's my privilege to honor the Women's High Performance Medal to Bianca Ramsey. And for our Men's High Performance Award, this is going to go out to a player that, since I took over the program, it was just awesome to just see the way that this kid went about it. From just his work ethic that he had in class and just the commitment that he had every single day. This kid attended Scotch College, and he would shift his classes around to be in from 1 p.m. all the way till 6, 7, 8 o'clock, and then go to the gym. So with his good grades and everything, he was able to keep up, but the attendance that he had to come out and just really work, and his work ethic that he carried all the way through was so commendable. He represented South Australia and Taiwan at the World Cup, in which he made some amazing plays and ended up becoming the #1 starter for the 18s World Cup team for Australia. This past year, he earned a contract with the Adelaide Giants, and was a member of the Claxton Shield team this past year. And through all of his hard work, he was able to sign a contract with the Detroit Tigers. So this year's Men's High Performance Award is going to go to Jack Bushell.
Well done. Congratulations to Bianca and Jack, and thank you to Austin Gallagher as well for picking up the award. Go, Jack. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to invite Jordan McCardle to the stage, representing the Adelaide Giants, to present the Bob Finn Memorial Award. Please put your hands together and welcome Jordy up to the stage. The Bob Finn Award is for the most consistent player in the Claxton Shield team. And Jordy, we should talk to Jordy about the back-to-back Claxton Shield titles as well. Whole state was up and about, pretty excited about it in February. It was, must have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. 2 months now, talking about once, but to do it twice would be better.
And what about the way that you did it as well? Losing game 1 in Perth and having to come from behind in game 2 to force game 3, and then having to dig deep again in game 3. So you made it entertaining for everyone as well.
Yeah, I mean, going to Perth is very hard to win there. So we knew from the year before we could come back. It's very hard to come back and we had a chance to just get game 2, you get to game 3, you just never know. It's like game 7 in baseball, it's the best game ever, so anything can happen.
Now, before you make the presentation, has it changed your life? How are things going for you off the field at the moment?
Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's, really never thought it would ever happen. Obviously, the start of my Claxton ABO career, we were good, and then we were very bad, so to be very good again is great.
Celebrations, no doubt, were good?
Yeah, very, very good.
And you're famous now. I mean, you've got your name in the paper each week. I follow the Adelaide Advertiser. You're doing AFL tipping. How are you going with that?
Yeah, if you want help with 3 tips, I wouldn't look at me. I'm not at my start. So.
Someone may have told me that you might have got 0 in 1 round.
Yeah, I was 0 in the first round.
Look, you won't be the only one. But we're not here to talk about that. Let's talk about the Bob Finn Memorial Award.
Thank you. So, hello everybody. Thanks for having us tonight at Caps. I'll try to keep this brief as possible. Speaking on behalf of everybody at the Adelaide Giants, we're in a special time in Adelaide professional baseball history. The Adelaide Giants and South Australia in general has become the place to play baseball in this country.
The Giants have continued to build a culture and community that helps develop our players both as people and as baseball players. As a team, we just won our second straight Claxon Shield. But once again, the Giants continue to show the rest of Australia what makes this team special. There were players who were picked up by MLB clubs in the last 12 months. Mitch Newborn, Jack O'Loughlin, Nick Ward, Drew Davies, Lachlan Wells and Jack Bushel have all signed affiliated deals. Even Ali Tanner committed to Arizona State. Briley Knight signed to the Frontier League. From the coaching staff, Mackenzie Burke was able to land a job with Philadelphia Phillies and Tank got promoted to AAA. 14 different players who wore the Giants jersey represent Australia across the World Baseball Classic, the Women's World Cup, the Under-18 World Cup and the Asian Professional Baseball Championship. Our team consisted of the ABL's pitching champion, hitting champion, Helms Award winner, but most importantly, an entire roster of ABL champions. People who call Adelaide home seem to launch their careers. We have players from all over the world come play for the Giants, including from Korea and from the Philadelphia Phillies. On our roster, 13 players either play success. It has been a long road to the top, 43 years to be exact. I believe the organisation's success has come from the culture we have created. From past players, from past coaches to players, they have all played a role in where we are today. I am proud to be a Giant and know this is only the beginning of what I hope to be a dynasty of the Adelaide Giants. So thank you to the South Australian baseball community for your support. The ABL is moving into year 15 and has helped grow awareness of the sport. But it has also helped talent know there is a pathway by playing in one of the strongest winning leagues in the world. We don't take your support or this league for granted. Thank you very much and best of luck to everybody the rest of the night and go Stir. Yeah, and the winner is Lachlan Wells.
Thanks very much, Jordan. Just wanted to make sure that we get the award for the right man. Lachlan Wells, the winner of the Bob Hill Memorial Award for the most consistent player. And good luck to Jordan with the Stir team in the grand final and the tipping and the advertiser as well. And the 3 beat with the Giants, let's hope, next season as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now present our Citadel IT State League Division 1 Team of the Year and our Belgravia Apparel Women's Team of the Year. I now invite Competitions Manager Yang Dan to the stage to help present the awards. Thank you, Yang is with us. Ladies and gentlemen, when your name is called, can you please make your way up onto the stage so we can recognise you as a group. So ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until the entire team is with us. Happy for you to hoot and holler if you want, show your support as well. Starting with our women, the manager of the team, Ben Short. Starting pitcher, Georgia Davis. Relieving, Ellie Tucker. The closer, Sydney Horton. The catcher, Sarah McMahon. Playing first base, Elisa Gooley. At second base, Peyton base, Alyssa Lascott. At shortstop, Jenny Dunn. Playing left field, Debbie Hutchings. In centre field, Bianca Ramsey. Playing right field, Bianca Smith. Designated hitter, Jess Maslin, and the umpires behind the plate, Paul Vanderkoo, and on the bases, Sean Bourne, and scoring is Michael Phillips. If you can all make your way up to help us celebrate the Women's Team of the Year. And we'll get the photo taken as well before it's by the media award. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and congratulate our Women's Team of the Year. And now your State League's All-Star Team of the Year. Manager of the team, Laurie Moore. Starting, Tyson McKee. Relieving, Wilson Lee. And the closer, Drew Jansen. The catcher, Jet Clohesi. Playing first base, Tom McGarry. At second base, Mitch Lightbody. Playing third base, Stephen Welsh. At shortstop, Jeremy Creswell. Playing left field, Tyrell Joyce. In centre field, Jasper Clark. Designated hitter, Austin Gallagher. Quite a team. Oh, not only that, right. Sorry about that, Jack. Jack was at my house yesterday as well, and I flipped Jack out, so my apologies, mate. But ladies and gentlemen, the team of the year, put your hands together. How about that? Boys, we'll head over and get a photo taken as well. And as they get ready to have their photo taken, I should point out, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't taken advantage of the photo bomb drop at the back of the room, then make sure you do before you finish here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our Outstanding Achievement Awards. Now, you may not have heard that this year Baseball SA has introduced an Outstanding Achievement Award for Women's League Div 1, which is a great way to help improve the game of women's baseball. Without further ado, let's get into the Outstanding Achievement Awards, starting with the Gordon Ross Memorial Awards. The women's, the Golden Glove Outfielder of the Year goes to Bianca Ramsey. The Golden Glove Infielder of the Year, Alyssa Lascott. The Golden Glove Infielder and Outfielder of the Year is presented to a player who must have participated in not less than 75% of the scheduled minor round games. So, great award there, the Gordon Ross Memorial Awards. For the men's Golden Glove Outfielder of the Year goes to Jasper Clark. And the Golden Glove Infielder of the Year is Tom Phoebe. Congratulations to Jasper and Tom. To the batting champion, the women's batting champion goes to Bianca Ramsey. Needs to be quick on her feet as well, Bianca. Congratulations for the Women's Batting Champion Award going to Bianca Ramsey. This is awarded to the highest batting average, obviously, for the minor round, calculated by dividing the total number of safe hits by the total times at bat as defined in the official baseball rules, determining percentage records. Photo over there as well. And in the men's, the batting champion, Tyrell Joyce. Batting championship award in the men's competition as well, having a terrific year. The RBI champion, our women's RBI champion with 22 RBIs, Alyssa Gouldy. Congratulations to Alyssa, 22 RBIs is our RBI Women's Champion. And in the men's, with 34 RBIs, Tyrell Joyce. This is very straightforward, with the runs batted in awarded to the Div 1 player that records the most runs batted in for the season. To the pitching champion. The women's pitching champion 2024 goes to Lucy Davis. Lucy had an ERA of 6.54. Lucy Davis, the women's pitching champion. Congratulations to Lucy and to the men's. The pitching champion for 2024, Drew Jansen. Drew Jansen finished with an ERA of 1.08. But Drew Jansen is the pitching champion for 2024, along with Lucy Davis, our women's pitching champion of the year as well. So congratulations. To our Rookie of the Year award. To be eligible for this award, the player in the State League Division 1 season prior must have had fewer times at bat and must have pitched fewer innings than State League Div 1 minor round games scheduled for that season, and must not be a temporary recruit or international invitational player. And our winners are, in the women's, Peyton Daniels. Congratulations to Peyton, who's a solid two-way player this year, batting .432 and bearing high in the runners for most strikeouts as well. She's definitely no stranger to the diamond, given her softball background. Our Rookie of the Year, Peyton Daniels. And the Rookie of the Year for the men is Jay Kuzna. Well done, Jay. Solid infield performance. Near perfect fielding percentage this year. And it's only getting better during the finals as well. And solid batting average as well. So Jay Kuzna is our men's Rookie of the Year. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a short break. Please take the time to refresh your drink, prepare for the Division 1 Women's and Men's Medal Counts. We'll have interviews with the coaches as well. A reminder about the silent auction if you'd like to get involved as well. We'll be back with more here for you on the Caps Medal in just a moment. Before we commence the accounts for our main awards, I just advise everyone if you could make sure you have a drink, you're having a toast, and make sure you're seated. Before we start the counts, we're going to have a chat with our Women's Division 1 head coaches for the grand final this weekend. So I invite you to please put your hands together and welcome to the stage Ellie Tucker from Southern Districts and Julie Wadham, head coach for Sturt. Ellie and Julie make their way onto the stage. A reminder to get out to the Women's Grand Final this weekend, which will be at Southern Districts from 12 noon on Sunday. So going to be a classic game, and we'll get the ladies up on stage here. And Julie. 1, 2. There we go with that. Yeah, we might just wind that up a little bit. See if we can make that a little bit more volume on that. Get away. What you've got to say. This is important. This is very important. So look, let me start. Ellie, congrats on a great season. How are the nerves going into the grand final?
Oh yeah, pretty good. We've played so a few times and it's gone a couple either way, so it's baseball and whatever's going to happen on the day is going to happen on the day.
You've won 13 of your 15 games, 4 of your last 5. That's pretty good form going. What's worked well for you this season?
I think when we can get our bats working, that's worked really well. We've had some real consistency with our fielding this year. We've got a really solid core group of girls who show up every week. So, you know, they work really hard. A lot of our girls do extra work, so we really appreciate them. And yeah, we just have really gelled as a team. So yeah, we're really looking forward to taking it to Sturt.
Taking it to Sturt, well, Julie, likewise, congratulations. 13 wins to finish second. What's worked well for you this season?
Yeah, I think we've got a great group in our team at Sturt. We've got a lot of young women coming through. Saw a number of them are picking up some awards this season here tonight. And what's worked really well, the ability to have multiple pitches for us has been brilliant all through the year. We've had Georgia in the position that we are in. We've had to go through a number of pitches and they've all served us really well. And the ability to bat all the way through, I think, has been the difference for us, especially in the second half of the year.
So looking ahead to the weekend, what's more important to you? Is the offense or the defense going to be important? More important?
Yeah, I'll go early, because we've got both. And I'm planning on bringing it on Sunday. No, it's great going. I don't know if you know, but obviously the women's league has a great camaraderie. So we are both friends off the field and arch rivals on. And Ellie and I, for those who don't know, are coaching the under-16 youth women's team, along with Dion, who's here tonight somewhere, brilliant head coach of that group. So we can talk baseball till the cows come home. I think for us on Sunday, as I said, we've got the pitching depth to get us through however many innings that they continue to take it to us for. And the batting will be there, has been there. RBI winner here tonight, and a number of other really top stats for us through our batting lineup. So I don't doubt that we've deserve the ability to be there, and I can't wait for the game.
I very much agree. I think Sturt is very fiery as a team. Their batting absolutely goes, all the way through. I think the key for us is going to be scoring final because it was a 2-1 game. I think we played through 7 and they won on a squeeze bump at the end. So I'm really hoping that we bring it to the level and really put on a really great show.
And Ellie, as you mentioned, 2 all this season so far. So do we take anything from that, or do we just run through that? Does it mean anything when you get to the last game of the season to decide the championship?
I think that in the middle of the season, you know, Sturt had some injuries and lost a few players and stuff like that, and we really came up and did our job. Georgia, as a pitcher, is a real pain to come up against. You know, Gemma is a pain, Bianca's a pain. I love all of them off the field, but on the field you really want them on your team. So I think that with our team this week, yes, we had 2-2 throughout the season. I think that really shows how much of an arm wrestle it's been for our teams this year. So I really don't think that the record today means anything. It's going to be who shows up ready and who's going to take it first.
Well, I think you're right that maybe those results don't mean as much when you get to the big dance. Julie, last Sunday, good performance to win the semi-final. Do you take much from that into this game, or do you wipe that completely and say, here we go, start from scratch?
Yeah, I think last week's game, as a number of others that have come through in the last few weeks, has given us that confidence that we can do what we set out to do all the way through the season. So there's been some games that have been better than others, as there always are. The last few weeks, I think Sturt has shown that we have the ability to come out really strong, and when we do, we can absolutely take on any team. So game against Woodville, all credit to them. They absolutely deserve to be there. They've had a tough year, and they consistently put in game after game in some tough circumstances for their club. So shout out to them for always putting their best. For us, yeah, absolutely. For us, I think what last week brought us was that recognition that when we put our minds to it, we are absolutely, in our minds, obviously, absolutely the team that should be able to take it out. But we do need to bring our best, and Southern Districts have shown us, 2-2. Southern Districts have shown us that they're absolutely there to take it out too. They've got, I don't like to smoke up. Field, we were alright, but on the field, no love lost. But she's done a fantastic job on the mound against us a number of times. Shorty and Mabel have also come up against us and done really well. Jess Maslin, for those who didn't see the socials, managed to put a ball over the fence for the first time as a female here in South Australia, put it over the men's fence. So shout out to Jess Maslin. Always a tough one to come up against when we're facing her too. So I really think that last week showed that we've got a gig, and same with Southern Districts, got a gig in the grand final this week, and we both deserve to be there.
Shaping up to be a great grand final. Ellie, would you like the last word?
Not really, because I know you guys love coming down to South, so look forward to it.
Well, it's going to be a great game, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you can get there on Sunday. Please put your hands together and thank Ellie and Julie, wishing you best of luck for the grand final. Lots to look forward to. It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a fun day in the grand final. And wow, 2 feisty customers there. Loved it. All right, well now to the votes. The Women's Count in 2024, we had 5 teams in the Women's League, Division 1. Southern Districts, Sturt, Woodville, Glenelg and Adelaide. And this year we started to see clubs dipping their toes in the world of imports, and the landscape certainly changed with some big player transfers. After the first 5 rounds, let's take a look at the leaderboard for our Athlete of the Year. With 2 votes, P. Daniels, B. Smith, and B. Ramsey. With 3 votes, S. Horton, S. McMahon, O. Charlton. With 4 votes, G. Levin, A. Quinn. On 9 votes, E. Tucker. And on 12 votes, the leader at the moment, G. Davis. Not quite. On the run to Christmas, Southern Districts and Sturt showed dominance in the competition, both sitting 6 and 1. Now, because of the rain in round 9, those games were pushed to a midweek twilight in January, and this made teams use their bullpens more diligently to balance out a rolling pitch count. With this in mind, let's take a look at the recap of rounds 6 to 10. And on 5 votes, S. Horton, P. Daniels. 6 votes, G. Levin, B. Smith, J. Maslin. 7 votes, B. Ramsey, D. Borsveen, A. Quinn. On 9 votes with E. Tucker. And on 14 votes, G. Davis. So, leading at the moment, I just might invite James Rawson to head to the stage shortly as well to help with the presentation of the women's medal. And a last minute reminder, if you don't have your glasses charged for a toast, perhaps you can do that as well. So we saw life get in the way of a few of the players on our leaderboard: injuries, family commitments and work, and this also allowed some players to hold steady and shine through. We'll take to the votes. In round 11, Adelaide 9, Woodville 9, 1 vote, D. Borsveen, 2 votes, N. Taylor, 3 votes, A. Crockapet. Sturt 24 to Glenelg 7, 1 vote, M. Ween, 2 votes, G. Davis, 3 votes, B. Smith. Round 12, Adelaide 7 lost to Southern Districts 9, 1 vote, H. Barnes, 2 votes, M. Kohu, 3 votes, E. Tucker. Woodville 0 lost to Sturt 9, 1 vote, L. Davis, 2 votes, E. Gooley, 3 votes, M. Smith. And we take a look at the leaderboard after round 12. And it will make a very interesting reading as we build up there. So 12 rounds completed, heading toward interesting stage of the season. So we move on to round 13. Sturt 4 lost to Southern District. Woodville 0 lost to Glenelg 9. S. Wells 1 vote, 2 votes M. Ween, 3 votes P. Daniels. Round 14. Southern Districts 9 defeated Glenelg 5. 1 vote M. Adams McDonald, 2 votes J. Maslin, 3 votes D. Hutchin. Sturt 19 defeated Adelaide 3. 1 vote L. Davis, 2 votes B. Smith, 3 votes B. Ramsey. So, 5 rounds to go. After round 14, we'll take a look at the leaderboard as it's shaping at the moment. Familiar names toward the top of the leaderboard. So that's after round 14. So round 15, Southern Districts 11 defeated Woodville 3. 1 vote, E. Forrester. 2 votes, H. Barnes. 3 votes, M. Pargan. Glenelg 9 defeated Adelaide 0. 1 vote, I. Lilburn. 2 votes, G. Kaluza. 3 votes, S. Horton. Round 16. Woodville 11 defeated Adelaide 6. 1 vote, A. Quinn. 2 votes, C. Moore. 3 votes, S. McMahon. And Glenelg 4 lost to Sturt 9. 1 vote, G. So, round 16 leaderboard. Looks a little like this. So we move on to round 17, and Southern Districts 7 defeated Adelaide 6. 1 vote, J. Maslin. 2 votes, S. Fultz. 3 votes, W. Backman. Sturt 1 lost to Woodville 6. 1 vote, S. McMahon. 2 votes, A. Lascott. 3 votes, A. Quinn. Round 18. 2 votes, J. Dad, 3 votes, S. Wells. And Southern Districts 2 lost to Sturt 7. 1 vote, J. Maslin, 2 votes, B. Ramsey, 3 votes, L. Davis. So the leaderboard. Take a look after round 18. You see it? For everyone to play each other evenly, but the weather had other ideas. So going into the last round now, round 19. Glenelg 7 lost to Southern Districts 16. 1 vote, P. Daniels. 2 votes, E. Tucker. 3 votes, J. Maslin. And Adelaide 2 lost to Sturt 7. 1 vote, M. Smith. 2 votes, J. Dunn. 3 votes, G. Davis. Which takes us to our final count. And you will see, as we work our way up the leaderboard, on 9 votes, S. Horton, P. Daniels, B. Smith on 11, A. Quinn on 12, E. Tucker 14 votes, along with B. Ramsey, J. Maslin 15 votes. And our winner, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and congratulate Georgia Davis of the Sturt Baseball Club. Back to back winners. 19 votes for Georgia Davis to win by 4 votes. So, terrific result for our winner, and congratulations to Georgia Davis. Would you like to say a few words, Georgia?
Just thank you to my coaches and my team for being awesome.
That's it. All right, we'll get you back a little later, ladies and gentlemen. I'd now like you to be upstanding. Charge your glasses as we propose a toast to the winner of the 2024 Athlete of the Year, the women's competition. Please congratulate Georgia Davis. Congratulations, Georgia. Worthy winner of our award. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick break, a chance for you to recharge your glasses, and we'll be back for the Caps medal count in just a moment. Thank you.
Get ready to take Coach Meadows as well, touchdown for last year. It was at the Adelaide Entertainment in December. But please now welcome to the stage Adam Nick, Senior Ops Manager at Emily Grange, and Matt Williams, the Head Coach of Stir, to preview the grand final this weekend. Sorted out the seating arrangements, we're ready to go. But just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that the grand final series takes place at Henley Grange Basketball Club this weekend. Saturday 3 o'clock, Sunday 12 o'clock, and game 3 at 3 p.m. if needed. For those of us not involved, of course, we'd love to see you game 3 decided. But I think both teams will be happy to see you all. We get the job done pretty quickly. So, and congratulations on the great season. Started with a 9-game unbeaten run. What's been most pleasing for the club from the point of view of the season?
I guess just bringing the boys back together after last year's disappointment, probably number one bringing them in as head coach and getting the boys back together and moving them and just trying to put a strong season together.
Did that, just talking about, did that take a little bit of, I know it's up in this preparation?
Yeah, I don't think so. The boys for the season trying to hard, took it through some good conditioning there, and everyone forward in this year. I think once the disappointment was over, it was over to next season.
And Jerry will be there in the final, 6-3 and 7-0. How many years since those performances?
Yeah, I guess it was a bit of we just got the team doing that and dreams that the team started, and we knew it was going to be on from the start. And we're also missing our former Coach medalist, Mondays with different crews, so there's some really solid we have to go into and sort of conserve an opportunity to work on our forward.
Well, Matt, congratulations to Stu as well on that on the other side. What's been the key to your success so far this season?
I think it's a bit late to us. We've got a fairly veteran group, maybe not an age, probably a day of place. And we've also got, as the other end of the spectrum, we've got a fairly young A-grade group as well. So we've got retirement experience and also a number of players that are sort of breaking into the A-grade for the first time, or it's sort of their first season as a regular A-grade. So I think that mix, I would say, the enthusiasm coming from the young guys, and then I guess the veteran presence from some of those guys that have been in the league for 5, 6, 7, 10 years to some of those guys. So I think that's it's a good mix to have in that way.
You defeated the Ravens which come out in the semi-finals, followed by the Ravens that over improvement, but with 5-3 1-3. What are the best things about that performance campaign to get where you're now?
I think the one thing that sort of impressed us as a coaching staff was a little bit of resilience from our offense. We gave up a few runs early in both of those games, in both of those series, and I think it was something that we talked about throughout the season, attacking and continuing to attack as far as our offense is concerned. So I think we've put up runs consistently this year. I think it's something that we've spoken about. Keep going, keep playing the game all the time. Obviously, once we get to sort of set up I think we'll see where we're at. Obviously, go from there.
It's been a really awesome. Just 2 games from these 6 games. That's a phenomenal really incredible success you've had. So, what is behind that? How have you been able to sustain that elite level of play to get you through the right?
Yes, it's sort of all about the pitching staff we had. with three very quality starters and being able to take them through the Saturday, Tuesday games. And that then gets backed up by offense, which, you know, we run from everyone does the job, and these guys, you know, they have quiet games, but then someone else steps up. So there's always someone there that's going to take the game well, you know, going to stop the net and go there. And I think also having the depth of the team squad and the ones with guys moving up and down, putting pressure on the guys is always a good thing, you know, to keep guys accountable at the top.
172 runs scored in just 63 games. It's competition based numbers. What's been better this year? Do you reckon it's been better than the defense been better?
Yeah, I'd say on par because pitch we have if I say it's rockets and then the rockets I'm saying if I say it's the pitching. So I guess it's a mixture of both. It's also being able to win those tight games and that's with our pitchers allowing us to stay in games longer, but it's our offense that can come and punch and win momentum.
It's interesting now still at 169 runs on the season, so just 3 behind the league range. And so your offense can match theirs. That's an area that obviously you feel as though you're running.
Yeah, I think that's something that we take pride in as a club. You know, obviously we've got some guys in there. Obviously, you know, in the middle of the order we've got McCartney and Joyce. Obviously, some of the two of the best hitters going around. And I think the benefit that we have in our lineup, like Nixie said, you know, our offense is deep as well. That we're rolling out some guys 7, 8, 9. That, you know, it's a luxury to have. And I think that's one of the reasons why the clubs are in the grand final as well. Both teams hit well, both teams pitch well. But I think it's a testament to sort of our group that, again, a couple of young hitters that we have in our lineup that have sort of stepped up to be able to sort of push up the lineup and create some, I guess, some competition. And I think, you know, having a 17-year-old playing shortstop and batting in the middle of your lineup as well, obviously that pushes some of the other guys down the bottom to obviously want to take those positions as well.
And you probably gave up more runs than you thought you would during the season. It's an area you're going to have to tighten up. You can't afford to be leaking runs at this stage of the season. So are you confident that you can find to be able to solve that problem?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously we started the season and we ran into a little bit of a hiccup there sort of around Christmas time. With our main starter and Nicola Twilight starting, our main starter at the start of the year, Josh Tyndall, had pitched the majority of the innings for us. We had a couple of guys coming back from injury. A couple of guys were away for a period of time. So obviously we probably gave up more runs in that period than we would have liked. But I think it's we've sort of settled back down now. Got all our pitching staff back. We've got a couple of extra arms in that we didn't have in that middle of January. So that was one sort of focus for the group, saying that can we get through that middle period, especially losing some guys to the Giants as well. That if we can get through that middle period, the back end, we can sort of come over the red side.
And just to finish up, Adam, any last words? That anyone you'd like to thank or anything you'd like to predict going into the grand final?
No, I'll probably just give a quick shout out to Wilson Lee who dropped me in this starter, but his fiance also got through the final their softball preview tonight, so hopefully it's going to be something over.
About a last word from your group?
Yeah, I think the main sort of message from my side is obviously it's my first year as a head coach in an A-grade team. It's actually my first year as a head coach in any team. So I think it's having that support staff around us, some of the veteran guys, the Tom Winters, the Matty Ryans, and some of those veteran players. It's made my job a lot easier, and it's really good to be able to rely on and lean on those guys for some advice throughout the year. So I think I'm looking forward to the weekend. I think it's going to be a pretty tight matchup for both teams.
Well, let's hope so. We're all looking forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please put your hands together and thank Adam and Matt and wish them the best of luck in the Grand Final Series. So much to look forward to, and it seems like it is going to be an outstanding series. So let's hope that we do get a worthy grand final series in Div 1. And a reminder, it starts Henley Grange Saturday at 3 o'clock and then Sunday at midday in Game 3 at 3 p.m. if required. Now to the voting of the Caps medal. From the beginning, this season promised to be a fast-paced, thrilling season with 26 rounds to fit in before, or games to fit in before the early Easter this year. Several teams, including Glenelg, Goodwood, Kensington and Northern Districts, secured the ability to host 2 imports, which added an extra layer of talent and competitiveness to the league. And adding to the excitement was the introduction of Gawler into the mix, bringing fresh competition and intrigue into the league's landscape. Celebrations were also in order at East Torrens as they prepared to mark their 100-year milestone, and a promising season filled with nostalgia and reverence for the club's rich history. And the stage really was set for an unforgettable season, and we were all ready to witness some drama, excitement, some unforgettable moments, and let's hope there's still a few more to come as well. So to the voting, and this is how voting on the Caps medal looked after the first 5 rounds. We'll take a look at on 4 votes, B. Smith, 5 votes, D. Lester, 6 votes, J. Partington, also on 6, A.J. Versteguy, D. Probert, T. Joyce, B. Hattersley, on 7 votes, W. Lee, M. Lightbody, J. Tyndall, on 8 votes, W. Cordicus and B. Damon. Yeah, it's tight. Early on, leading into round 6 to 10, we hosted the annual All-Star game against the Adelaide Giants to warm things up. It was a great spectacle for the crowd, and it was a nice moment for athletes to play with some friends they've never been able to play alongside of before. Within this time frame, we saw the Giants season get underway, which obviously took away some players from the State League competition. And over the Giants season, we saw Jordan McArdle, Jack O'Loughlin, Todd Van Steensel and Rickson Wingrove continue to show off their talent. And we also had debuts from Kai Hampton, Drew Jansen, Drew Davies, Jack Bushell, Ali Tanner and Nick Paparella, plus a brief appearance from Jack Partington as well. Now round 9 was a major washout with torrential downpours cancelling all Saturday games and some clubs unable to get their grounds up for Tuesday twilights. And after round 10, voting looked a little bit like this, with on 9 votes, Jay Gross, A.J. Versteguy, C. Perez. On 11 votes, W. Cordicus, J. Partington, D. Lester. On 13 votes, B. Hattersley, W. Lee. On 14 votes, D. Jansen and J. Tyndall. And on 16 votes, S. Steegert. And leading on 17 votes, B. Damon. It's warming up. The teams were itching to get back onto the diamond after Christmas, but unfortunately, as we know, the weather had nasty plans once again, and a couple of games needed to be rescheduled, and we'll come back to those. Now, in this time period, we also had the Breakthrough Mental Health Round and Australian Red Cross Lifeblood Round. And these rounds fostered a sense of community around the grounds and all for a good cause. We also had the Australian Youth Championships over January, which took out some of the younger players from the community, but it was well worth seeing them win silver. Congratulations to them on a great campaign. But still, well, got the chance to win gold, but that nasty weather, of course, wreaked havoc. But in this time frame, the Adelaide Giants also claimed their back-to-back titles, which is tremendous for South Australia. And with that, let's get into the last recap before we dive into the count. On 15 votes, L. Hernandez, S. Welsh. 16 votes, M. Clavel. 17 votes, J. Partington. On 20 votes, T. Joyce and T. McKee. On 24 votes, D. Jansen. On 26 votes, W. Lee, S. Steegert and B. Damon. So, it is set up for a grandstand finish, isn't it? Well, let's get to the count, rounds 16 to 19. And in round 16, Henley and Grange 10 defeated Port Adelaide 0. 1 vote, B. Inglis. 2 votes, A. Rowe. 3 votes, J. Gross. Kensington 4,
Platten, 2 votes, T. Butterwick, 3 votes, E. Sauls. West Torrens 6, lost to Sturt 16, 1 vote, D. Mitchell, 2 votes, T. Joyce, 3 votes, J. McArdle. Golden Grove Central Districts 2, lost to East Torrens 3, 1 vote, W. Kuzner, 2 votes, C. Ashcroft, 3 votes, J. Sanderson. Goodwood 11, defeated Northern District 0, 1 vote, P. Pake, 2 votes, G. Weber, 3 votes, M. Hutchings. Woodville 8, defeated Adelaide 7, 1 vote, T. Nicholson, 2 votes, B. Damon, 3 votes, D. Jansen. Gawler 6, lost to Glenelg 9, 1 vote, A. Crockapet, 2 votes, A. Step, 3 votes, J. Eldridge. So a leaderboard taking shape after round 16, and it is very tight. Great finish looming here in the 2024 Caps medal. It is very tight. So round 17. Adelaide 8 defeated Golden Grove 1. 1 vote, P. Nangle. 2 votes, M. Tracy. 3 votes, H. Batchelor. East Torrens 3 lost to Glenelg 6. 1 vote, M. Stewart. 2 votes, Jaden Eldridge. 3 votes, Jacob Eldridge. Kensington 3 lost to Goodwood 7. J. Spratt 1 vote. N. Platten 2 votes. K. Takahashi 3 votes. Northern Districts versus West Torrens. 1 vote, J. Snellgrove. 2 votes, S. McGarry. 3 votes, T. McGarry. Sturt 1 lost to Henley and Grange 5. 1 vote, L. Hernandez. 2 votes, P. Inglis. 3 votes, J. Gross. Southern Districts 12 defeated Gawler 2. 1 vote, B. Jones. 2 votes, B. Hattersley. 3 votes, J. Campbell. Port Adelaide 3 lost to Woodville 13. 1 vote, A.J. Versteguy. 2 votes, C. Perez. 3 votes, D. Jansen. In the Twilights, Woodville 8 defeated Northern District 0. 1 vote, W. Moore. 2 votes, C. Perez. 3 votes, T. Nicholson. Goodwood 11 defeated West Torrens 8. 1 vote, T. McGarry. 2 votes, G. Weber. 3 votes, J. Cresswell. Southern Districts 13 defeated East Torrens 3. 1 vote, N. Hutchings. 2 votes, C. McLeod. 3 votes, B. Hattersley. Golden Grove 3 lost to Sturt 13. 1 vote, J. Garcia. 2 votes, D. Arnold. 3 votes, T. Joyce. Port Adelaide 7 defeated Glenelg 1. 1 vote, F. McKee. 2 votes, E. Murphy. 3 votes, S. Steger. Kensington 2 lost to Henley and Grange 9. 1 vote, J. Clohesi. 2 votes, G. Gabella. 3 votes, W. Lee. Adelaide 5 defeated Gawler 1. 1 vote, B. Smith. 2 votes, A. Crockapet. 3 votes, B. Damon. So 2 more rounds to go. Let's, don't forget those rounds as well. But round 17 leaderboard. And it is well and truly up for grabs. So round 18. Woodville 10 defeated Sturt 7. 1 vote, B. Farr. 2 votes, A.J. Versteguy. 3 votes, C. Perez. Goodwood 12 defeated Southern Districts 2. 1 vote, J. Creswell. 2 votes, K. Takahashi. 3 votes, T. Phoebe. West Torrens 8 defeated Kensington 2. 1 vote, T. McGarry. 2 votes, T. Hambley. 3 votes, M. Sawada. Golden Grove 1 lost to Port Adelaide 8. 1 vote, S. Steegert. 2 votes, T. Trabuco. 3 votes, T. McKee. Gawler 6 defeated East Torrens 0. 1 vote, F. Crawford. 2 votes, B. Worden. 3 votes, D. Child. Glenelg 3 defeated Adelaide 1. 1 vote, S. Welch. 2 votes, A. Steph. 3 votes, Jaden Eldridge. Henley and Grange 12 defeated Northern Districts 1. 1 vote, J. Clohessy. 2 votes, W. Lee. 3 votes, J. Partington. So round 18, leaderboard. Take a look at how it's shaping up at the moment. And I might invite James Capps to the stage to help present the Capps medal in the very near future. A reminder, if you'd like to grab a drink, make sure your glass is full for the toast as we salute our Capps medalists. And remember the Rainac games from round 10. They became double headers in the last weekend. So without further ado, here is the final countdown. It's time. Round 19, East Torrens 0 lost to Adelaide 6. 1 vote, C. Ashcroft. 2 votes, M. Tracy. 3 votes, S. Welch. Gawler 0 lost to Port Adelaide 2. 1 vote, J. Steed. 2 votes, E. Murphy. 3 votes, T. McKee. Golden Grove 11 defeated Northern Districts 1. 1 vote, J. Shotton. 2 votes, K. Skeen. 3 votes, B. Manzella. Glenelg 1 lost to Sturt 3. 1 vote, Z. Altamura. 2 votes, H. Nucky. 3 votes, K. Hampton. Glenelg 4 lost to Sturt 5. 1 vote, T. Hutterman. 2 votes, S. Adkins. 3 votes, T. Joyce. Henley and Grange 12 defeated Goodwood 0. 1 vote, J. Partington. 2 votes, G. Gabella. 3 votes, L. Hernandez. West Torrens 4 lost to Southern Districts 8. 1 vote, L. Hanson. 2 votes, N. Paparella. 3 votes, N. Hutchings. Woodville 6 defeated Kensington 0. 1 vote, T. Butterwick. 2 votes, T. Nicholson. 3 votes, A.J. Verstegon. Woodville 4 defeated Kensington 0. J. Chapman, 1 vote. 2 votes, T. Nicholson. 3 votes, D. Jansen. So ladies and gentlemen, the final count for the 2024 Capps medal: on 21 votes, J. Partington. On 22 votes, C. Perez. 26 votes, T. McKee. 28 votes, T. Joyce. 30 votes, S. Steegert. 31 votes, W. Lee and B. Damon. And on 33 votes, the 2024 Capps medalist, please put your hands together and congratulate Drew Jansen of the Woodville Baseball Club.
Thank you. Didn't prepare for this, but cheers to all, and thanks for this. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding, charge your glasses and toast for 2024 Capps medalist, Drew Jansen. And Drew, we might get you just to stay up on stage. I'd like Georgia Davis to come up as well, if she wouldn't mind, and we could just have a quick chat with the 2 major award winners here tonight, because it's a special occasion. And something to remember. Drew was a little bit lucky, or a little bit hesitant to want to chat. But grab a chair there, Drew. We'll get Georgia in as well. Another water or apple juice. I think we've got something there for you, Georgia.
Drew, second season. Tell us what this means to win such a prestigious award as this.
Yeah, like you said, it's very prestigious and it's really cool. But couldn't have done it without the team. Like we all helped out at the end, and it's not just about me; it's about the team. I think so. Yeah.
And tell us your involvement with the Giants as well. Tell us about the experience.
Yes, again, very cool experience. I played the first series at home against Brisbane, which was cool, and then down the road in Melbourne, which was also cool. It was just pitching though, so it wasn't hitting, which I would have hoped for. But it's cool to face off against like a guy named Greg Bird, Daryl George, whatever, like really cool names, just to pitch against. That's all. Pro guys, you know.
Just continuing the journey, and it seems as though you're set for a great one. And Georgia, already a great journey for you. Tell us about winning second year to win such a prestigious award. Is it, how do you describe it?
Well, I wasn't really expecting it at all because I got injured halfway through the season, so I kind of just ruled myself out. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
And for those that aren't aware, can you tell us about your injury and sort of how you were able to bounce back from that?
Well, I tore my meniscus, but I knew we had a good shot at getting into finals this year, so I really wanted to bounce back and be ready for that. So that really pushed me to get better.
And it's hectic for you, obviously, with baseball, work, school, everything that you've got to juggle at the moment. How do you cope? How is it stressful? Does it wear you out? You seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah, it's quite stressful, but I've got to do it. So one more year and then off to uni, so hopefully get better.
And this weekend, a grand final. Excited, nervous, all of the above?
Yeah, obviously very nervous, but I think we've got a good bunch of girls, so I'm confident that we can pull it off hopefully. But yeah.
We wish you the best of luck. And Drew, just to wrap up, tell us a little bit about your background and how we find you here sitting in Adelaide right now as the Caps medalist.
Yeah, not a long story. A guy named Gary Owens, who I play with in Germany. He was an import for Port, if I don't mistake myself. And then he came to Woodville for a couple of years. And he just said, like, man, if you want to come to Australia, Woodville's the place. Let's go there and you'll have a lot of fun. And here we are for the second year, ongoing maybe third, you never know.
And looks like you're having some fun as well. So, look, two worthy winners of our major awards here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Drew and Georgia. Get a photo there with Drew and Georgia together there and help them celebrate as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does bring to an end official proceedings here at the 2023-24 Caps Medal presentation. Please feel free to stick around, enjoy some chat, some camaraderie amongst everyone as well. We certainly hope you look forward to the grand finals. Good luck to all the grand final teams playing this weekend, and we look forward to your company at the games or perhaps back here next year. And please drive home safely, and thank you for joining us here at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre.